Hey, it's me again. Okay, I gave you 9 minutes and 30 seconds of my time to explain some of the different apps that are available. Now, I'm not going to go into that. Now I'm just going to show you how you can get these apps. So, you already jailbroke your device. You're good on that. Now, you need to go to Cydia. First thing we're going to do, load it up, and it's going to automatically start doing changes, which you see right here. Changes just means anything that's new, that's already part of the sources that you have, it's just going to update it or add to. So I let it do what it has to do up there, and I go down, waiting for it to reload. Cydia's famous reloading data. Let it finish what it's doing, and I go down to changes. Changes is the same thing. It just shows me everything that's been added in alphabetical order, and I just keep going and keep going and keep going. But I really don't spend too much time looking at that because there's so much stuff. Every time you click on here, it's always going to add hundreds of items, hundreds of different packages. So I don't need all of that. When I get onto Cydia, I go to search, and I search for whatever it is that I'm looking for. It usually comes off YouTube or it comes from a friend or something of that sort. For you, we need to install a source. So on your iDevice, it'll say manage. On mine, since I've got so much space on this iPad 1, I can actually click on sources. But on yours, you go to manage, and then you click on sources, and it'll bring you here. Here are the sources that I have installed. Big Boss, Cydia, Dev Team, ModMyEye, and ZodTD and MaxCity are all on there by default if you were jailbroken by invasion. The only one that I add is InsanelyEye repository. In order to add another repository, or to even add this one, you simply go to Edit, right here, top right corner, hit Edit, top left corner, you hit Add. This pops up, http:// and there you would type, I'll just type it for you, repo.insanely.com. Hope you could see that okay. It's it's repo.insanely.com. So I'm not going to add it because it's already there, but you'd hit add source. It's going to go to a black screen, it's going to start scrolling and downloading, and it's going to have a bunch of white text. At the end it should say restart Springboard or restart Cydia or reboot device or something along those lines. Wait till it pops up down here at the very end with some instructions. You click on the button and it'll reboot or respring or restart, whatever it calls for. Now underneath your sources, you will, when you come back to Cydia, you'll have your new InsanelyEye. Done. So when you come back to Cydia, it's going to look just like this. Now go to search. Let me take a step back. The whole reason that you added the InsanelyEye is because there's a lot of stuff that I like to use that's on jailbreak. I want to try it out, but I don't want to have to pay for it before I try it out. Or I want to keep it and I still don't want to pay for it. InsanelyEye provides you a hacked or pirated or whatever you want to call it version of many apps. Now, if it's a nice app, then I like it and then I support it and I buy it. I'll give you an example. My3G. My3G I think is a great app. So I paid for it. But I tell you what, you don't want to use a cracked version of My3G or MyY because they're not cracked friendly. I'll just leave it at that. So you go to search and then you're going to start searching for the devices that you want. So let's talk about OXO because I always talk about that one. It's a nice simple multitasking tool and it works great. OXO, you've got two of them here. It's because one is coming from one source, the other's coming from another source. Both of them are the exact same thing, but one works better than the other. I'm sorry, one is free and one is not, as I meant to say. So bring it here. Insanely I, anytime you see this, it's usually free. So right down here at the very bottom, Insanely I, free your device. Now let's go back one. Check out the other, OXO. This one's coming from the Big Boss repository. It says unable to purchase, but it says unable to purchase because it's actually an iPhone app, but it would show a price right here and you would have a little tab to click purchase and pay for it. Anyhow, this is a device, this is an app that I strongly recommend for whatever device you have, the iPad or on the iPhone. It works fabulous on the iPhone. On the iPad, it works great, but it looks and it has a lot more features on the iPhone itself. Okay, so if you're going to add an app, go to OXO, click right up here, it should say install, and then you hit confirm, and it will start doing that. It'll start installing it. Again, black screen, white text, wait till you get a follow-on direction on the bottom. Restart, reboot, respring. Now, up here, it'll say confirm, and it'll also give you an option to continue queuing. Continue queuing is equivalent to putting this item in my shopping cart, and I'm going to come back to it and add it later. So, what I normally do is I do them one at a time just to be safe. I hate to, download 5 different programs or apps all at the same time, and then something goes wrong and messes up my device. So, do them one at a time is my recommendation. OXO, that's one. I'm gonna start going through the apps to show you. Barrel. Now there's Barrel 2. Stay away from that one. It's not convenient. Just go to Barrel 1, or just Barrel itself. Nope. This iPad 1 just doesn't have enough speed to keep up with me. Search. E-A-R-R-E. No. Here's a version right here. Hit install and confirm. Next, you come back. Next one I'd like to talk about, Pandora Downloader. Pandora Downloader. Right here. Version 2.12. Hit install, confirm. Another one is going to be the Live Pages. That's the one that gives me that really cool background. I'm sorry, Live Papers. Live Papers. Version 1.101. Again, install and confirm. Now, if you're going to install Live Papers, you might as well install a couple of the add-ons that go to it. One is Nexus, N-E-X-U-S, Nexus Live Paper. Right here. Again, we're installing all of them off the Insanely I because I trust them. Modify. Install and search. Then they have another one called Bubbles Pro. So, Bubbles Pro Live Paper. Click on it, version 1.1.01. Install, confirm. So that's the same thing. It doesn't matter what you want to install. It's excuse me. It's the same way. What am I leaving out here? I got Barrels, Live Paper. I've got Pandora Downloader, Movie Box. My previous videos I've talked about Movie Box and I really like it. 2 words, Movie Box. This one comes on the default. It's free. Version 1.8. It's a great one. Install, confirm. Now that is how you would add apps on your jailbroken iDevice using Cydia. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any problems.